pretty much everybody saw this coming. We all knew that YouTube would be siding with SSniperwolf in this whole situation. Doesn't matter that she violated TOS and doxed a fellow creator, literally putting his life in danger. SSniperwolf is literally YouTube's golden girl, meaning she can do no wrong. Now, SSniperwolf has come out with an apology, which is very likely ChatGPT generated, which is just horrible. She misspells Jack's Film's channel name. She uses the same phrases that Logan Paul used. It was a severe and continuous lapse in judgment. YouTube has come out with their response saying that they're gonna temporarily suspend monetization, and I'll tell you why that is literally nothing but a slap on the wrist. So here we have YouTube's response under Jack's Film's tweet saying, confirming SSniperwolf has received a temporary monetization suspension per creator responsibility policies. Off-platform actions that put others' personal safety at risk and harm our community, and the behavior on both sides isn't what we want on YouTube. Hoping everyone helps move this convo to a better place. Obviously, they're doing a little bit of victim blaming right there, because the person who was literally stalked and harassed is being painted as the villain here as well, as if both sides did equally bad things to each other, when Jack's Films, all he did was criticism and parody, and SSniperwolf literally showed up to this guy's house. One is clearly worse than the others, yet YouTube is caught once again playing complete favorites here, having absolutely no balls, literally Adam 22ing all of us, pucking us all in this situation. Omni got the perfect meme over here. If the penalty for a crime is a fine, then that law only exists for the lower class. Actually true. Now, a lot of people are speculating whether YouTube and SSniperwolf are actually in cahoots, because they dropped the response at the exact same time and the exact same day, which is extremely unlikely, and they both decided to make it seem as if it's not really that big of a situation and you can just apologize and get away with it. But I really feel like the YouTube team and SSniperwolf had some conversations behind the scenes, and essentially they told her that all you need to do is write a Twitter apology and we'll give you a little slap on the wrist, a 1-week demonetization on your channel, and you'll be fine and dandy. Like, this is literally another Logan Paul situation when he filmed that body in the forest. They just gave him a slap on the wrist and then he's back and healthier than ever. Oompaville over here saying criticism bad, showing the people's house slightly worse. Actually, they're on the very same level. I just don't understand, because none of this makes sense. If Leafy got banned for making videos in his home, in his goddamn room, of course you can ban someone for showing up to somebody's house. It's clearly not about the money. It's clearly she has some pull there. People are like, the brands are looking at her or something like that. And that if they actually ban her, it might be, I don't know, YouTube might lose some advertisers or some shit like that. I highly doubt it, though. She clearly did something wrong, and not removing her for this probably paints you worse in the eyes of all the creators and all the brands that are watching. Now, one thing that people might not be aware of is how YouTube creators actually make their money. So when I post a new video, that new video makes up like maybe 1% of my income, because all of the money I'm generating is from my back catalog, my thousands and thousands of videos previously uploaded that are still gaining views. So when YouTube actually does something like this and temporarily suspends monetization, they are not costing SSniperwolf anything. She is still making millions and millions of dollars off her back catalog. And this is like, obviously, if you're making millions of dollars, like a week or a couple weeks in revenue drop is not going to make a significant difference in the long run at all. What actually needs to be done is that her monetization needs to be suspended permanently, or she needs to be banned from the platform completely, because that's the only appropriate amount of response that is justified in this situation. Anything less, and you're just spitting in the face of all creators and blatantly telling us that, hey, some creators will be favored more, because we just have to speculate at this point. Is it because she's a pretty girl? Is it because she has 35 million subscribers? Is it because she has connections at YouTube? Is it because she makes family-friendly content? Like, nobody knows the reason as to why this is happening. Probably a combination of all of that, if I had to guess. But it's just so disheartening to work for a platform that doesn't value its creators equally. Like, Corey Kenshin made that video as well that blew up a lot, saying racism and favoritism. And a lot of people were saying that, hey, you're just not making good content. That's why you're getting restricted or whatever, which is ridiculous. It makes amazing content. but that favoritism part of the video definitely applies here, and we can see it in full force. Like, despite the fact usually like they sweep it under the rug, but over here all our eyes are on this, and they still, this is pretty much like a paid off referee, man. It is so annoying. Anyways, let's move on to SSniperwolf's apology here, and instantly, without even reading this, I can tell you it's not genuine. Why? Because there's this little icon over here that says hidden replies, meaning she didn't like what some people were saying and she hid it, which we'll check out in a second. Let me start by saying I'm sorry for my recent actions. It is inexcusable. I'm sorry to Jack's Film. Not even Jack's Films, just Jack Film. Okay, YouTube and the entire creator community and my incredible fans for not being a better example of appropriate conflict resolution. Jack's Film, while we certainly don't see eye to eye and have our differences, I'm sorry for reacting the way I did when I should have taken the opportunity to show young creators how adults and professionals resolve conflict by communicating directly, respectfully, and privately. Not for views of content, but a meaningful example of how conflict should be solved. Like, she doesn't talk like this. Literally, right after the situation, she said, we show up at your house with her sister and like, oh, what you doing? Like, she made an Instagram post making fun of the whole situation. It's so disingenuous, you lying piece of trash. Oh my god. I will reach out directly and hope we can find some time to connect and communicate respectfully. Yeah, just show up to his house, you know his address. I'd also like to thank YouTube for holding me accountable. I deserve it, respect the decision, and appreciate the opportunity to learn and grow from this true lapse in judgment. Like, she's literally making fun of us at this point. Every single YouTube creator knows that lapse in judgment is a meme phrase you use to not apologize and to make fun of apologies. Who's this? Who's Jadia is over here? Always here to support you, Leah. Hopefully this guy... Slap this mother flipper. What the heck, bro? The one supportive comment and she puts a heart. SSniperwolf using ChatGPT to generate this posting and checking comments to see if people can believe she can write and think. It is 100% AI generated, or somebody wrote it for her, bro. She cannot talk like that. Oh my god, she actually did. Pretty accurate. Write me a short apology tweet. I want to sincerely apologize for my Oh my god, dude. Now we gotta look at those hidden replies. I want to see what she is hiding here. ChatGPT apology. Hi ChatGPT, I need you to make an apology. This sounds like really smart and stuff like that. Why was she so offended by these two replies? I don't like, maybe she actually, like, I think she actually used ChatGPT and she's like, she's afraid that people are gonna find out or whatever. Like, I'm actually at a loss of words right now. Like, YouTube was getting better and better. They made a couple hiccups, like removing the dislike button or whatever, but we had that extension that gave it back, so I didn't really care about that too much. But, you know, they've made a couple bad decisions, but they've always been the guys who actually correct the wrong situation, especially in, like, you know, false copy striking or whatever. But it's become clear to me now that they clearly play favorites, and some people are just legitimately untouchable because they have some connections there and some ridiculous pull with the YouTube employees. Now, this meme probably sums up the entire situation.
If you can't do the time, don't do the crime. Okay, time's up.
Yep, pretty much. I remember that episode. Goated episode right there. Anyways, YouTube is steadily losing the trust of all the creators on the platform, and I really hope in the next week, someday I wake up and I see a tweet saying SSniperwolf has been banned from YouTube. That is the only thing that could rectify the situation. I don't care about no apologies. I don't care about anything. I just care about the result here. Anyways, that's it. I'll see you guys later. God, man.